Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why Trump should be president again. Well, many are upset with Trump because he actually lied about trade negotiations with China. And yesterday, the stocks got a little bump because of that news, and that news has turned out to be false. But when does Trump ever tell the truth? This is why we need Trump. We need Trump to lead again. You think a lot of damage is done now? Woo, he got more from where that came from. So this came out in Slate, August 30th, 2019. It is very bad that our president reportedly lied about trade negotiations with China. At this week's G7 meeting, Trump offered the world an unexpected glimmer of hope that maybe, just maybe, the US and China might be making some progress ironing out their differences on trade. China called last night our top trade people and said, let's get back to the table. So we will be getting back to the table. And I think they want to do something, he said. They have been hurt very badly, but they understand this is the right thing to do, and I have great respect for it. This is a very positive development for the world. I think we are going to have a deal, he added. But things soon turned murky. A spokesman from China's foreign ministry said he was not aware of any phone calls had taken place. And by Thursday, CNN was reporting that, yeah, the president had basically made the whole thing up. The US and China are not close to ironing out their trade differences at all. Okay. The greater context is that Trump is basically desperate for any good news whatsoever as he's launching his reelection campaign in the middle of a gritting trade war that was generated, growing recession fears, while lacking any popular domestic policy accomplishments. So he apparently fibbed. In other words, he's a damn liar to give the markets a brief pop. And that's exactly what happened, but it happened on false pretense. Be interesting to see what happens next week. This might seem like a minor incident, but one more tuba crunk in the year-long marching band parade. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. So Trump's presidency, but here's the thing. Lying in public about a major economic issue is a very, very good way to make sure that the markets don't trust a damn word that comes out of your mouth in the future. And while reasonably intelligent people should have learned by now to be wary of anything Trump says, the fact that his comments at the G7 were taken as good news by anybody in the first place. I mean, stocks did rise, shows that investors still have some residuals, if misplaced, trust in the president when it comes to basic factual descriptions regarding affairs of state. Guess they should have been more cynical. Well, this is what happens when you believe anything that comes from Trump. I know better. I don't believe anything that comes from Trump. If anything, Trump is the best entertainment president this country has ever had. Look, y'all, we have never had entertainment like this before. He has definitely brought that to the White House. Day to day, it might not matter if markets can trust the president's word or his Treasury Secretary, for that matter. If it turns out something he said about talks with China was BS. Traders can adjust. It will be a serious problem, however, in a real crisis when the administration needs to assure the world that it is, say, take steps to halt the financial panic. See 2008, yeah, really. And has a plan deal with a dangerous international incident. It's hard to stop the world from freaking out and the markets from tanking when nobody believes you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that stuff about negotiating and going back to the table with China, all made up. It's not happening. We are just a few days away from the trade war kicking up again. The recession fears are still very strong. And remember, this is not going to be a recession just in this country. It is a global recession that is in the making right now. And they said this recession is largely because of this trade war. Some people are already feeling the pain of the recession, and for others, it's coming. It's definitely coming. I think at this point, a recession is unavoidable. And it's definitely going to happen. The only thing you can do is try to plan and prepare yourself. And those of you that potentially may lose your job, it's very common for a lot of people to lose their jobs during the recession. And you will start seeing unemployment pick up during that time period. Now, Trump is claiming a short recession. I'm telling you, under Trump, this is going to be record breaking. It's going to be a record breaking recession. Definitely. The last one didn't last a few months. That thing lasted a few years. So I hope everybody is preparing for what's to come, because they said this next one is going to be unlike anything that you ever seen before. Can we say Great Depression Part 2? We'll see. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.